Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends, family, fans, and finish line focused, fantastically fine folks. Hopefully, y'all are having another good day. Today, let me look and see. Today is Tuesday, July 11th. Wow. Wow. Anyway, it is a beautiful morning here on the Appalachian Trail. I am camped at mile marker 1267.5. So that's where I'm at. It's an unofficial campsite with a spring 0.4 miles down the hill over there. There's a lot of tent sites here. I'm whispering because Dog and I are the only ones that are up. A lot of tent sites here. It's a good spot to camp. Just watch out so that you don't set up on sharp rocks. I did last night, and I was very, very careful not to push on those sharp spots. I even put my Z seat underneath my tent on a couple sharp rocks to protect it. Anyhow, today it rained last night, during the night a little bit, but right now the skies look pretty clear and there's a cool breeze blowing, so that's sure a blessing. Plan for today, at least this morning, is to hike 10.5 miles into Wind Gap, and we'll walk on in or get a ride into the town of Wind Gap. And I got to go to the post office and pick up my new Z-Pax Arc Blast backpack and get my stuff switched over and get that thing set up, and hopefully it fits and everything works right, and I can actually use it this afternoon. I think the plan is to do about 6 more after that to another unofficial campsite. I think that's the plan. Give us 16 miles, and then I can't remember. It'd be a pretty short day tomorrow, less than 10 miles into Delaware Water Gap, which is the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So that'll be amazing. Lord willing, tomorrow midday, we'll be at the New Jersey border. So, and the plan is, I think, to do kind of a Nero into Delaware Water Gap and get a hotel room, get a shower, do some laundry, and resupply there and get ready to go hike through New Jersey and into New York. So, wow. Time is flying by, miles are flying by, and we're not far from our 8th state. So anyway, thanks for coming along with me, and I'll get back with you as soon as I get down the trail a little ways. God bless. All right, gone, I don't know how many miles we've gone, 7 some this morning. Should have a couple, 2.5 or so to go into, into Wind Gap. And I am going to be honest, I am kind of sick and tired of these rocks today. I don't know if you can see what I'm dealing with here, what I'm talking about, but these are these ones, I kind of call them fast rocks, but they're just like half buried in the ground, and oh man, every step my feet just get twisted and contorted and hurt, and mile after mile, hour after hour, day after day, I'm just getting kind of sick of these rocks. This morning, it rained last night, it was dry this morning, my tent's pretty much dry. We didn't hike very far at all, 30 minutes maybe, and it just came a downpour, and then it kind of quit. Dripped off the trees for a while, but anyway, I'm completely wet, everything's wet. My socks and shoes are sopping wet. And these rocks just hurt. They hurt. My shoes, don't have the greatest protection against these. So my feet are just tired of it. And this is not a lot of fun walking on these things. Boy, you get kind of used to it, and your body definitely builds up somewhat of an immunity, some extra strength to endure this. But it's like, man, give it a break. Just a little bit, because I have to focus very hard, and it's kind of exhausting, just the extra focus, and using the trekking poles a little harder and all that. It's hard on me. I don't know about these other guys, but it's slow going, and yeah, hard. So anyway, just being real. I don't want to be a downer or whatever, but the reality is, guys, I know why people complain about Pennsylvania. The first part's easy. it's not bad at all. But then it just does get way, way harder. I like the big climbs. I don't even mind the big, huge rock scrambles. But these little ankle breakers, whatever, little ones that just trip you up and bend my feet and legs in different angles. Yep, you can have them. I'll give them to you. Ugh. So yeah, there you have it. I get ready for a break fairly quickly, I think is kind of what happens. So get a break and get feeling a little bit better, and then start again. And then I'm always like kind of stiff for a little bit, so then they hurt like extra bad for a while. Then you get limbered up, and they're not too bad for just a short time, and then it's like, all right, I get done with them pretty quickly. So my hat is definitely off to some of these radically elite hikers that can do, 30 miles through here. Boy, yep, not me. Last night I was done and tired. I slept well, pretty well in my tent, and got good rest, and woke up this morning to the birds calling. It's pretty morning. It's very humid, and it's supposed to get to near 90 today, tomorrow, I think the next day, and there's chances of rain on and off every day, through the nights, everything. So it looks like we're going to have some very hot, humid weather to welcome us to New Jersey. I guess it won't be tomorrow technically, because we'll be on the border. We won't really cross over. But yeah, the day after. So today's Tuesday, Wednesday. So Thursday morning should blow into New Jersey, Lord willing. Yep, but I'm definitely looking forward to a hotel, shower, and laundry. All right, made it down the trail to Pennsylvania 33 here, and headed into Wind Gap. This is the sidewalk on the side of the road. There's an American flag. The rocks have thoroughly beat me to a pulp, and I am in pain as I walk. My feet and lower legs, every step, I'm just kind of grimacing from the pain of walking. And the sidewalk, it's nice because you don't have to worry about every step, but it's so hard. It's hard also. So anyway, I'm just belly aching and complaining. Kind of a rough day, or pain wise. It's not easy. So yep, just thought I'd show you the town up here. So we are going to get, Cur Dog's got to get a little bit of resupply, a couple things to eat, and a couple Gatorades, and we're going to grab a pizza, I think. I got to go to the post office and get my new pack and get it ready, and then get my resupply that Halo sent me. I got just enough food to get to Delaware Water Gap. I'm actually going to have a little extra, because I think it's like a day and a half's worth, and I'm only going to really need like a part of a day. But anyhow, going to have get my resupply there too, and like I said, grab pizza, sit down for a little bit, and let my feet rest. And I'm not walking back up there. I'm going to yogi a ride, Lord willing. I hope I can get some good old boy in a pickup truck to let us jump in the back and give us a ride up there. It's almost a mile. So, yep, anything to not walk on this some more. And then I think we got between 5 and 7 miles to go, and I'll be ready to call it good. All right, leaving Wind Gap behind, came down the mountain over there, and of course walked into town. We got a ride back out of town from a guy named Steve. That was super awesome, so thank you, Steve. Water's terrible in this area. It's hard to get, so yep, there's some jugs. Let's see, looks like some Trail Magic maybe, but I need absolutely nothing, not even water. Good to go. Looks like we got to climb up out of here. Ugh, and I need to use the restrooms, so I'm going to keep walking here and get away from the road. But I did pick up my new backpack, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. It is on me as we speak. So I am, so far, seems to fit very well. I believe my adjustments
like the belt's the perfect size and the pack is the right size. I was able to slide the shoulder straps down just a little bit on the short or the 16 to 19 inch torso. So looks like I got the right size and everything. Looks like the volume is very adequate for my load. I'll talk more about it in a few minutes. Anyhow, just wanted to show you coming up out of the town. It was a decent little descent on the other side. A decent descent. And so we're going to have a pretty decent ascent on this side. And now my tummy is full of an absolutely delicious burger from some cafe. Little restaurant there in town. Yeah, very, very good. Delicious. So, you heard me whining like a baby. Heading into town. I definitely feel better after a little break and getting away from those rocks for even just for a little while. That feels better. My ibuprofen and stuff kicked in, I think, and so we've got 5.7, so basically 6 miles to go to get to the place we're going to camp. And right now it is 2:25, so basically 2:30. That took about 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours for that little side jaunt. It took me nearly an hour to switch my stuff over. But let me stop the video and I'll tell you more in a little bit. All right, well, we were hiking up the mountain, coming out of Wind Gap and walking down the trail, and this nice man stopped and asked if I had any questions about the trail, and always have questions about the trail ahead. So yeah, why don't you tell us quick, like, kind of who you are and what you're doing out here, what your job is.
Hi, I'm Nick, or Master Splinter. I'm a ridge runner with the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. I work in northeastern Pennsylvania to make sure that the hikers have all the information they need. Everyone's safe, the trail is in good condition, and everyone knows what to do to keep it that way. I come out here mostly to patrol and clean up any messes, clear out some blowdowns, clean up some brush, and keep the hikers up to date with water availability and things like that, especially during these dry, warm summer months.
Very nice. Well, we sure thank you, Master Splinter, for all you do, and thanks for all the information. Good to talk with you.
Thanks, my pleasure.
All right, well, as you can see, the day is done and I am in my tent. I'll let you look outside. We've got a pretty view of the forest right here. We're just at an unofficial campsite about 10 miles from Delaware Water Gap, which is wonderful because that's the border of Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Quick report on today. Today was brutal. Today was rough. The rocks, just no big boulder scrambles, no big climbs. Climbing out of that road, Pennsylvania Route 33, coming out of Wind Gap, that was a decent little climb, but nothing major. Just the rocks constantly torquing my feet and legs caused me to be in a bad mood and not have a great day. So today was rough. Today was not a fun day on the Appalachian Trail. Got soaked this morning, then climbing up out of Wind Gap and fighting all those rocks. I got absolutely soaked in sweat this afternoon. So my legs, in between my legs, got chafed, and my feet are kind of sore from just getting beat up from all the rocks. And I was ready to get to this campsite and be done for the day. So, oops, sorry, hopefully I wasn't cutting myself off too much there. But anyway, yeah, so today, rough day. Tomorrow is supposed to be hot, but at least it's a short day. 10 miles or so in, and we'll be done. So the plan is to look for lodging down there. Not sure yet where we're going to stay, but possibly the days in a town, the next town over. Some viewers got a hold of me today and are wanting to meet me there and take me or us, Curdog and I, whatever, out for lunch, and probably get a ride over to this other hotel. I don't know where we're going to go. Just yeah, we'll see. So, looking forward to a good night's rest. I already had my ramen and tuna this evening. Some peanut butter crackers and some kind of a complete cookie that Halo's hooked me up with. All delicious stuff. I feel well fed and got a decent amount of water. We're dry camping. Let me change hands here. We're dry camping tonight, which means there's no water here. So we carried in 2 liters. Didn't drink much because I'm trying to conserve some for tomorrow. So we don't have to go but maybe 0.6 to a spring that I've heard may or may not be the best spring in the world. I don't know. After that, it's like 2.5 miles to the shelter where there's, I guess, good water, even like a spigot there. So worst case scenario, we only have 2.5 miles to go to get to good water. So if I just have a half liter in the morning, I'm fine. And I've got a little over a liter still left. So I'm fine. It's all experiments on what you can get away with. This is something that some of you may have to plan for when you do your through hikes. When you get into Pennsylvania, this stretch right here was over 20 miles without reliable water. Some of the springs can easily dry up, and a ridge runner told me, well, the guy you just met on the videos, he told me that spring that we were talking about may not be the best. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, glad that the day's over. I am in my tent for good. I stretched. I had to wash my legs off, but I got in the tent and I stripped completely down and got dried off. Had to put some Gold Bond powder in places that it needed it. Had to lay here for a while and just kind of get dried off and put on my pajama / street clothes / extra hiking clothes. And my hiking clothes, normal hiking clothes, you could just wring out the sweat. They are so wet right now, which won't be fun in the morning. But you know what? That's life on the AT. So just so you guys are aware, it's not always beautiful views and, glory or whatever. It's difficult. And so loving the pack, the new Z-Packs pack so far. I'll probably talk more about it tomorrow when I'm not in such a bad mood and not so worn out and beat down. It's only a little after 7, but I am winding down. I'm not going to get out of the tent again. I'm going to drop at least one of the vestibules and probably get underneath my little quilt and start to drift off. So getting up a little early tomorrow, earlier than normal, so we can try to get into town a little early and get our stuff done and just relax in the air conditioning for a while. So, going to try to get out of here about 6:45 maybe a little before that even. So, there you have it, guys. I really appreciate all of you that are stepping up and doing trail magic wherever you're at. You're providing funds for trail magic. You guys that are praying for me and my family. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me, for us out here on the trail. You guys, we couldn't do it without y'all. So, Iceman, I want to especially thank you. You definitely have achieved the level of a trail archangel. He is absolutely just unparalleled for trail angel, trail magic stuff. So anyway, Iceman, brother, thank you so much. God bless you and Miss Barb, your amazing wife. I hope that you guys just get to do and experience everything you want. So all of you, thank you much. God bless each one of you, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow.